Hit the diversions kind of a little bit tighter, and also with the carry and the Ruby, it's hard for Roger to really get in there. It's hard to find pickoffs, I would say, because those three or those four with the Grok are going to stay pretty tight, right? They're going to be able to stay tight, stay close to the Ruby, who can really peel for the team whenever Roger wants to try to engage. One of the things that Brute Force has as the answer to that, though, is going to be that final slash. We need to watch for the final slash play, because if enough displacement can happen, if he can, pull two members to the right, leave the other on the other side, maybe catch one or two off, it's going to be perfect opportunity to Roger to reap the benefits here. But we're going to be jumping in to the last game of Group B wild card. Can Brute Force show up today, or will they fall short? Homeboys looking to try to clean sweep things.
Yep. So for Homeboys, when you look at it, that's kind of the main thing they have to do, is just go ahead and see if they can get the clean sweep through the group. Now, for Brute Force, it's all about just kind of ending things on a good note the best they can, and want to see exactly how they respond to even the switch that Homeboys made, the roam option, Zorn not being here, Mal, pretty much. I feel like, again, as a veteran from Malaysia, you're going to see probably similar things to an extent, but already just kind of going at each other. It's just a Minotaur and a Grok just whacking at each other. Nothing's really going to happen there. But also, in terms of the emblems, we're seeing so many more Warcry emblems. Mal, though, this time, clickers, he's fine.
He's fine. He should be, unless he takes a meteor to the face here.
Yeah, okay. He's able to get out of there. But going back to the point, I like the Warcry emblem. I don't know. Do you agree? Because for a while, it was like focusing mark for the most part. That was just that percentage that you could get. And for a lot of junglers that look for the snowball, I think Warcry is perfect. Yeah,
I think it's a nice way to bring assassins back in. I think a lot of us have been wondering what's the possible way, because they're always just getting kind of brutalized by these utility roamers. But I think now, instead of exactly overkilling Assassin's power level completely, you give him a good emblem, right? You give the Roger a good emblem, you give the Ling a good emblem, to where they still have to sacrifice another emblem, right? Like maybe they sacrifice movement speed, maybe they sacrifice this or that, depending, right? So they get this Warcry, and that just gives them just enough damage to really pack a punch, to really be able to, go all out here. So Chibi with the Warcry, let's see how he can pull up here. We do have the concussive blast on Mashiro.
Yeah.
So kind of typical build for him, Fanger, and was that he gets the purple buff steal there, which is huge, and he's gonna be able to make the turtle in time. Ooh. A little bit of damage. Oodle able to get the kill on Marbin there. Chibi with the Finch Poise on this Rose. Mashiro able to get the turtle though. Fanger does have level 4, decides not to use the Minoan's Fury just yet. They got what they came for. They got the turtle. They're still behind in gold.
Okay, they're still behind in the gold that they'll be working on through, but at this point, I don't know. I feel like even with that first blood, obviously for Brute Force, they're still going to be okay. And that's partly due to their lineup. Now, Mal's doing a great job at just providing vision. I mean, this is his job. You pick up a Grok on the roam, you sit there, provide the comms to your team. It gives the insights of where the rotation's happening here for Mashiro. And, that's what they're doing. That's how Homeboys is kind of rotating a map the way they are. They know exactly where everyone is. Look at this diversion.
Divergent play coming in with Mal and Oodle. Oh, but Wade Fanger calls it with the Minoan's Fury, gets a double knockup. Black March looking for the kill. A nice meteor strike as well. Black March looking for the final shots, but he's taking too many hits to the face. Nets with the response. Down comes the Tentacles of Blades, and Chibi falls. The response was wonderful, but Brute Force, but Homeboys read the card, and they pull it. Black March goes down.
All right, Black March goes down. Homeboys still playing around this momentum that they've garnered themselves at 4 minutes in. They might still look for more plays, because so far, they've just, Mashiro has been farming up, but because, like I said, with the way that Miles playing this, and just, he's planning himself on that side of the jungle, getting the information, Homeboys will make the plays where they want to. That's one of the advantages also of having the diversion in Udil's repertoire with this Lui Yi, being able to go in a glimpse. Now, I know the cooldown was extended a little bit for that diversion play. You have to be a little more kind of decisive in how you want to utilize the diversion. Looks like they're going to use it here. They go towards top again, but that's something they can play around with. Looks like Brute Force might want to make a play up here, but Turtle's going to be up. So they should be able to go ahead and get control of this area, this zone. And we'll see if they're able to secure themselves another turtle. Homeboys, though.
Marvin taking a lot of damage, able to get the final slash. Able to dash through. Black March picks up the kill on Oodle. Chibi able to get the damage of blades. Able to just back off. Marvin now taking too much damage. Chibi goes down. Kojik able to snipe him off the Finch pose. Wait a nice, I'm offended from Sepat. Do a little bit of damage on Mashiro. Mashiro responds with a couple more hits of his own. Now Homeboys low down a Chibi. It's Black March up against Nets as well on the top side. Trading blow for blow. Shot for shot, but the gold crab should go to Black March.
Okay, they at least deal with that. They get themselves in a position where Brute Force is still going to be okay. Good flash through the Oasis being picked up too that they can play around with. That sustainability is going to be one of the key components of utilizing the Minotaur pick in some of these fights, right? Because dealing with how much burst could come from the lineup from Homeboys, you know, overall, that healing will play a point and the setup, so half health on the turtle here.
Yeah, I mean, this is the same second turtle right here. Nobody's able to take it last time. This time Chibi will succeed. Mal, though, in a little bit of trouble, able to use a flicker, will be able to get away there. Homeboys now going to take that lead a little bit farther. About 1.5. Nice, I'm offended on a Fanger. Ken Oodle and Setback at the final hit, though. Fanger, after picking up the Blast of Oasis, does have the heal to be able to escape. Black March on the top side getting bullied once again. Homeboys starting to take the wheel of this game a bit.
Yep. That's what they're going to do. They're going to hit their timings. You know, at this point, Skypiercer also picked up now by Chibi, so he's got that available to him. Usually we see these, right, come up early on for the Assassins. Oh!
Come on, but wait a second, big. Minoan's Fury, I'm offended, does come in from Setpat. Black March is trying to run away. They've taken the tower now. This is going to give opportunity for Nets to roam around. It's nothing but Nets in the gold lane. He's winning out again.
Yep, he's winning out again. Nets is doing exactly what he has to do on this carry. You know, you're not going to be able to really shine until later on. And it looks like they try to even make a play here in the mid lane, but Brute Force still not able to find that just yet. Do a little jungler battle here.
Marvin up against
Chibi.
That hurts. He got sniped earlier off the wall.
Yeah.
He's got to be careful for that because Kojik has an eye out on him. He's got the scope. He's locked in. And they're always coming. In comes a diversion. Once again, another meteor lands down on the Nets, but it's not enough to kill him. Marvin will be the first to fall in this fight. Brute Force, though, looking for Oodle. Oodle in a bad spot next to this orange buff. He's going to fall. Mashiro able to take out the kill. That's 1 for 1. Brute Force still hanging in there. Able to kind of not let that gold lead escape too far.
Yeah, that's what Brute Force has to do. You know, if they're able to split someone off from Homeboys, following through with the diversion, then that's great for them. They can find a kill, kind of build up off of that. You see some of the items already being locked in, those first items for the members from Brute Force. You've got that Skypiercer as well on Black March, so this is going to be a Skypiercer battle, and whichever team can get that threshold faster is going to be able to utilize that early on in some of these skirmishes, these team fights. Next turtle's going to be up, but it's a 1-for-1 turtle-wise for both teams. Who's going to be able to get this third one? It looks like they want to fight. Brute Force goes in.
Astro Echo does give Brute Force some vision. Nobody going down just yet. Nice, I'm offended on a Marvin. Marvin able to use the flicker with a wild charge. Connects. Down comes Tempest of Blades. And Marvin's wiped off the field. Homeboys taking the kill, taking the turtle. Looking to take this game.
Oh, diversion right on top of Black March.
Black March in trouble. Able to Lycan pounce onto the creep camp to get through the wall and get away there. Well played by Black March.
Good response, you know, from Black March because that diversion dropped right on his head. So with that, again, how everything went is fine for Brute Force. They're a little bit behind. They might try to keep this together, but the turret's going to go down. And Nets, I don't think they're going to engage on that. It looks like they're just going to back off. Didn't get a chance of that replay. Going to look at the hand cams here once again. The players, of course, duking it out. But with so far from Homeboys, one of the things that they have to kind of utilize is what we saw from the previous team fight, the wild charge into either the I'm offended. They could play around that. They could use that as a disengage. And I think all this is going back to the point. Oh, Marbon.
Chibi versus Marvin, man. It is non-stop. But Tempest of Blades going to slam down, get the knock up, and take the kill. Put it in his pocket with that one. Chibi feeling himself right now, 3-1-0.
You know, that's what we're seeing a lot with the Skypiercer. Hold on in the jungle. Okay, I think he's able to get out.
Oodle takes it.
Because of the Skypiercer, we're seeing so many of these assassin junglers have the confidence to dive under the turrets. Because when it's a low health target, they know they just need to get a little more damage, and then it's going to proc, and they're going to clean up the kill. And I think that's why the shift of assassins being picked up and turret dives are happening so often now, even early portion of the game. Because, you know, Chibi doesn't have that much. He's got Berserker Sphere, he's got Sky Piercer, he's got the Haas Claws. And that Sky Piercer being 1,500 gold is a big component to this being able to lock in those 3 items, you know, and kind of just utilize the way that Ling works and get a kill. Tempest Blades, just like this, should be able to get just out, heals back up with the Haas Claws, you know what I mean? So that's the way that Lings are being played right now. That is the way. And, hold on,
Marvin, looking for an angle, able to get the final slash on a Chibi, but Stepbat able to lock him up once again. And this is where the Ruby's helping out for players like Chibi, for Nets. He's able to kind of slow them down, stop them from getting the big play that they want. The little Red Riding Hood is doing well right now.
He's doing all right. But at this point, now that we're in this Lord territory, this is where Brute Force could possibly punish. And if they want to punish her, it's more so of just being able to play around a possible diversion. You can already see Homebois, the game plan for them. It's going to be used right now. Look at where it's going. Not going to follow up through it. That's one of the strategies here with the diversion. You can fake it out if you want to. So with that, Lord still for the taking here for both teams. Brute Force just going to let Homebois go ahead and start it up. They want to punish if they can based on the positioning. Chibi will make his way too, so it looks like they already got that wave pushing in mid lane. They might give this a full go. Echo going to be dropped.
After Echo does come down, Seppat taking a little bit of damage. Maroon's Fury connects. Seppat's first of all, Mal. Now a little bit of trouble, able to get that wild charge, and Nets finds Kojik. Banger will be the next. A killing spree, a double for Chibi. It's all for the price of Seppat. It's a 3-for-1. And Lord is going to be the next target for Homebois. Brute Force in shambles.
Worth for Homebois. I mean, that's exactly what they want to do. If that's Seppat's life, that's fine. They get 3 kills plus the objective. And so Homebois looking very good, utilizing this pick. Black March so close. Oh, he's going to get out? No, he's not.
Oh my god, a lot of damage. Black March in trouble, maybe looking for the 1v1, but no, Chibi still gets the kill. So now it's much more than just a good trade. It is a great trade for Homebois as the Lord encroaches on a Brute Force's base.
Yeah, so they're going to have to deal with this. Again, it's going to be a bit for Black March to be back up. By that time, Homebois is going to be knocking on the door on the home of Brute Force. So they'll go ahead and clear out the lanes the best they can. But at this point for Homebois, with the lead they have in this lineup, they should possibly get these shields. I don't know if they'll actually be able to get a turret just yet, even though they're ahead, almost 10,000 gold, unless it's a forced initiative. Seppat doesn't have the flicker available, though. Echo's going to be dropped down. The turret's going to be worked on, so actually, they actually fight.
Inhibitor right there. Marvin does get the final flash on the Seppat, able to flicker away. Black March trying to clear the wave, but the Lord still coming in. Homebois maybe looking for a quick finish here. They don't have a wave down the mid, so it's going to be hard to try to transfer anything over to the middle inhibitor. Homeboy's going to play a safe back off. Look at the bottom tower. Minions take it on their lonesome. Homebois with a huge win off the first Lord.
Okay, I take that back. I didn't know if they'd be able to get multiple turrets. I actually expected Brute Force, even with the lineup they have, they might have just, you know, swept in the minions with the final slash and then cleared things out, but they end up losing 2 turrets and maybe 3.
They're looking for a third here for sure. Chibi on the top side by himself, but he's going to buy space for the rest of the team to take that mid tower. They send, you know, Brute Force uses 3 of their members to go after Chibi, and Homebois are like, that's fine, you can try to get him, you're not going to be able to, but we're going to take your tower.
You're going to take the tower, and you're seeing this too. You know, the Wishing Lantern was picked up by Udil, has that available, gets that extra. It's very easy with a Luo Yi to pop off that proc. It's about, I think it's 800 damage. Yeah, you get a 10% current HP damage that procs with that Wishing Lantern. So great pickups here already for Homebois, but that's expected because they're massively ahead. You know, 11,000 gold ahead. They're going to be able to do that. So for Brute Force, it's on the defensive. You know, how do you deal with this amount of damage being thrown at you? And you need some of those defensive items, and you have to hope that you can withstand that, because magic damage is going to really wreck them. As we get a nice close-up look from Homebois.
This is for Zorn.
Feeling good. Yep, that's for Zorn. They got the whole formation going on, because really at this point, even with the lead they have, you kind of just, I think they're just going to go ahead and wait for this Lord. even with this situation of, they've locked in tomorrow for them, it's all about the foundations, the discipline, going through those motions and keeping them refined before tomorrow. So for Homeboys, unless they go for a pickoff, Lord's going to be up now, though. So for brute force, they'll have to be careful on approaching this. It looks like the buffs are just going to be stolen, and then Homeboys will go ahead and start up this Lord.
Yeah, so we got minion waves coming on bot in top. Brute Force got to do something about it, while at the same time trying to worry about this Lord. And at this point, with an 11,000 gold lead for Homeboys, they can't even contest it. They've lost all the towers. And watch for the diversion play on the boss side. They're going to try to collapse onto Mashiro. Marvin taking a lot of damage, gets the final slash on the nets, but he still falls. Seppa able to get the kill, and look at Chibi on the chase. Finds Kojic. Tempest of Blades to crash down on top. Outplays, gets away from that Minoan's Fury. Setback does go down, but he has immortality still. Homeboys just waiting for the minions now. It's Fanger, Mashiro, and Black March against 5.
I don't think so. They got to wait for this Lord. It should be everybody up for brute force, unless somehow, some way, Homeboys, there's the I'm offended. Not going to connect.
Gonna be okay though. It's 4 members around the boss side. Lord still coming. Can brute force defend once again? Mashiro down about 20%. Black March getting shredded by the speedy light wheel, but that is it. The base goes down, and Homeboys with a clean sweep onto Group B.
Homeboys will do it just like we saw in Group A. Group B will also be a sweep throughout the series. Homeboys securing their match against